So all offense, the Raiders have kind of been trying to add to their defense, and they continued doing that by adding six-time Pro Bowler defensive lineman Gerald McCoy. And I'm gonna be honest, I haven't heard this guy's name in a couple of years, but I know who he is, and at times he's been elite. I mean, if you've been to the Pro Bowl 6 times, it pretty much means you've been elite in 6 different seasons. He's a one-time All-Pro player as well. He's a veteran for sure. 139 career games. He's been playing since 2010. He's played with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and, as of recently, the Carolina Panthers. And yeah, he only played 1 season with them. He didn't play in 2020, but he was pretty good when he last played him. He had 6 sacks. So that was pretty good. In 2018 and 2019, he had 5.0 sacks. So, he's averaging, a decent amount of sacks per year. I mean, he's been elite at times, like I said. And I think this will add, good depth to the defense. I don't know if this guy's going to be, up there as a main contributor, but I think it's good for the depth as, we need guys like that. He was cut by Tampa 2 years ago. He spent 9 seasons with them, so, very long stint in Tampa. He signed with the Panthers. He joined the Cowboys in 2020, but he suffered a ruptured quad tendon during training camp, which, obviously made him not play. But in 2019, he started all 16 games for Carolina. So they definitely need to improve their defense. So I think this is good. And I mean, there's a lot of pressure on Gruden. I know he's trying to make these moves to get guys like this. So I think, a defensive lineman like this with, the mentality that he can mentor guys like Max Crosby and the younger guys on defense, I think that's important. He was a longtime staple with the Buccaneers. I mean, he was a good player with them. And so I hope he can continue, the legacy he had there with the Raiders. And so, pretty good. He's pretty good. I don't think he's a starter with us yet. I mean, we'll see how he does off, coming in rotations. He'll compete for a job at defensive tackle with Jonathan Hankins and probably Quinton Jefferson. But, they're both in good shape. We'll see. I mean, this guy hasn't played in, over a year, so who knows if he's going to be good. He is a high profile, according to the NFL, he's a high profile defensive lineman. It's going to be a good tandem with Yannick Ngakoue, Max Crosby, Cleveland Ferrell, Carl Nassib, a bunch of other guys. But I think, I think, the Raiders defense, the way it is, they really need to get guys, not necessarily the biggest stars, because that's just sometimes not possible, but guys that will contribute and be the next man up. We have an injury. These guys will step up, and I think McCoy is a good example of that. He clearly has experience, a 6-time Pro Bowler. He's 33, so, he's still got time left, but he's also old enough to be a veteran. And, yeah, I mean, lifetime, he's got, in his career, he's got 59.5 sacks. I mean, that's pretty good. That's good stuff from him, in these past decade. And he usually played most games, if not all, in the season. I mean, obviously injuries sometimes cut it short, but this guy, I like him, and I think he can fit probably pretty well. I'm just hoping he sees the field enough to kind of show what he's got. So anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts. Raiders signed Gerald McCoy, pretty experienced defensive player, and yeah, we'll see you guys later. Go Raiders.